On the theory that great solutions come out of really frustrating problems, I have a brilliant one for you today. If you do webinars, this could give you a whole new expandable platform and save you hundreds of dollars a month on closed, overpriced systems. Everything is about to get 100 times better for you. If you create content, if you want to raise your profile and grow your business much faster than you've been thinking you could. Hi, I'm Steve Washer, the Sherlock Holmes of video marketing, author of The Video Brain and creator of Master of Video Presence. This video is another in a series on using social media to leverage your video content. We've been looking at Google Plus for the last few weeks, and this is our final installment and definitely the most important. I want to talk to you about Hangouts. Hangouts are so cool. You can talk to unlimited numbers of people for free. That in itself is unheard of in the webinar platform world, and I'm sure you're familiar with most of the things that you can do on a Hangout. What I really want to impress upon you, though, is the potential for interactivity, because this is one of the many advantages of video. But in the case of Hangouts, it's even a bigger advantage because it's live. If you create content of any kind, this is something you owe it to yourself to learn how to do. I've only just started myself, but I've been blessed to work with some amazing teachers who are paving the way for the rest of us on this really unique social media site. But as you may have learned last week from the Google Authorship ID tutorial I made, none of this is intuitive, and there's no tech support, so you really have to know what you're doing. Yeah, well, confession time. A couple of weeks ago, I hosted my first Google Hangout, and we had some technical problems, to say the least. You know, one of the main advantages of doing a Hangout is to have deep interaction with your audience. Well, we had none, because I didn't know how to bring in any comments. Oh, but they were coming in fast and furious, as I found out later. And those people were getting more and more frustrated. And here's me just, yapping away thinking, oh, why isn't anybody talking to me? Am I really that boring? Anyway, this got me to thinking, and oh, by the way, if you sent me a supportive note afterwards, really, thank you so much. It really helped. So I thought, well, if we could get people this angry by doing it wrong, imagine how happy we could make them if we did it right. Plus, what if we threw in a lesson on how to save tons of money on webinars while giving you the ability to have almost effortless interaction with your audience and slice and dice a Hangout with the skill of a Japanese hibachi chef? But I didn't want to take any chances this time, so I went to the source. The guy who has Google's ear, the guy who wrote the book on how to use Google Hangouts, the heroic Ronnie Bincer. Ronnie is known as the Hangout Helper, and he's helped thousands of people in all kinds of industries to get started with Hangouts. He was the reason our recent Video Superhero Summit went so smoothly. For one thing, Ronnie's going to show us how you can bring in comments from all over the web. Now, this is going to take some serious explaining because it's not obvious what you have to do to make this happen. Because if it was, I would have figured it out, but it's so worth it. Because what it means is that let's say someone or several people share your invitation and create a new post to share it with. Then if those people come in from that new invitation, you can invite their comments in as well. So you might have participants in your Hangout who never even saw your original invitation, but you can tell where they came from and work with them. Simply amazing. He's going to show us how to set everything up right from the beginning so that your Hangout goes smoothly and professionally. It's hard to buy this kind of peace of mind. But here's the really exciting thing. While he usually charges megabucks for this, Ronnie's agreed to do this for my community for free. And I won't even tell you how far I had to twist his arm behind his back to get that for you. So here's the deal. We'll get all this knowledge to you in about an hour, and we'll also take your questions on the Hangout because that's what Hangouts are for. In fact, this is just too good to keep to ourselves. So I have a request, and this will help you a lot. Please spread the word to your G+ circles, to your Facebook friends, to your Twitter followers, to your communities. Share the wealth. It'll come back to you in multiple ways, and we'll be able to track where all those people came from so you can see for yourself how awesome this system is when you use it to its fullest capabilities. So Click on the link below for all the details and save the date. Bringing you the best ways to reach the most clients, I'm Steve Washer, the Sherlock Holmes of video marketing. See you next week.